Hi, I'm Brock from More Pixels, and welcome to another Dev Diary for our game Chord. In this episode, we will showcase what we've been up to in the past 2 weeks. Originally, we weren't sure if we were going to make a video because of what we worked on, but we decided that some people may find it interesting, so we decided that we would make a video after all. For anyone new here, Chord is a small 2D puzzle game where you have limited moves and need to navigate your way around the level to the endpoint, all while avoiding different enemies and utilizing different mechanics. Now, let's get into what we created over the last 2 weeks. The first thing I got to work was starting to implement ads. I only really knew about 2 different ad systems, Unity's ad system and Google AdMob. Ultimately, I decided to go with Unity's ad system. The reason I chose to go with this is that Unity has an amazing series of videos on YouTube outlining how to set it all up in the game. If you'd like to check it out, I'll try to remember to link it in the description. I got the basic system set up super easily and then went on to integrate the implementation of how we wanted the ads to work in the game. The way we decided we wanted ads to play is an ad would be played after a certain amount of levels were attempted or completed, which we haven't decided upon yet, which we will do some testing for. There will also be 2 different rewarded ads. One will unlock the Space level pack, and then a recurring one that will be for a level skip for if the player gets stuck. If the player attempts the same level 3 times, they will have an option to watch an ad to skip the level and move on to the next one. After completing the implementation of the ads, I then spent some time trying to plan some levels. I got 1 or 2 levels designed, but that was it. With us getting towards the end of the project, I really need to get a move on with creating these levels, as I've barely started on creating space levels and still need to finish the ancient temple levels. Hopefully I can get motivated and find some time just to sit down and create a bunch of levels at once, and then it will be completed. The last week was mostly about doing research and preparing to release the game. The first thing that I started researching was publishing costs. As we are only looking to release on the Google Play Store for now, I found the costs and also how to publish on there. Thankfully, the publishing costs are only 25 USD, which will cost us around 35 Australian dollars. Advertising is something that I would really like to do to try to get our game out there even more. I started looking into different places that we can advertise, such as Facebook, Reddit, and Twitter. With Facebook, I found out that you can set a daily limit on how much you wanted to spend, and it would only be shown to potential customers, which is something that sounds really amazing and possibly something we will do. Reddit and Twitter both also have the possibility for paid ads, but they're also a lot easier just to do free posts and get them shown around, with utilizing either hashtags on Twitter or the right subreddits on Reddit. We may not go with paid advertisements on these platforms for this reason, but we may still do it if we have the budget for it. Reaching out to fellow indie developers on Twitter may also be a better way for us to get our game out there, as there is an amazing indie dev community on Twitter. With that, that's everything that we've done over the past 2 weeks. Also, this is very possibly the last video before the game is launched. Be sure to check us out on Twitter to get updates on when the game is released. They will be linked in the description. If the game isn't released, that means the next video should be the final one before the game launches, as long as everything goes to plan, which we're really hoping it does. I would like to thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like, and feel free to subscribe. If you have any ideas, be sure to leave them in the comments and maybe we can implement them before we release the game. Again, thank you for watching. I do hope to see you next time. Goodbye.